have some AI with you? Can you actually talk to somebody and ask her some interesting question?
Hey, I'd like you to predict the FIFA World Cup on Sunday.
Yeah.
Let me know who will be the winning team.
Based on the current Final Four, Spain looks the strongest all-around team.
Spain.
Yes, but I wouldn't bet money on this.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. AI is no longer reserved for global enterprises. Generative AI and agentic AI are becoming more accessible. SMBs and SMEs can now improve productivity, customer services, security, and decision-making. Today, we explore how smaller businesses can adopt AI, particularly control costs and compete with larger players. Welcome to another exciting episode of our AI series, where we bring together industry leaders and technology experts to explore the innovations helping us today and in the future of artificial intelligence. So today, I really want to welcome Hani Khalaf from Dell, and we're going to talk, of course, about AI and what Dell is doing. So Hani, please introduce yourself. What do you do in Dell?
So thank you, Dr. It's a pleasure to be here with you. I'm a field CTO for data and AI solutions. I basically work with our customers to see how we can bring AI to their data. How can we enable them to do things with AI, if AI is the right technology for what they want to do.
Okay, that's really good to know, because I know that Dell has established what you call the AI factory for some time, and it's changing all the time with the developments of AI. So sometimes we follow Dell before we follow anybody else. So it's really important to understand where Dell is going with that and how it's facilitating for companies how to use AI to compensate or to collaborate with their users as well.
Sure.
So I have a few questions for you today, and let's see what you can tell me. I'm gonna refer to my cards here to see what questions we're gonna be asking. So
I feel I'm in an exam now, or a test.
Well, not really. No. So here's the first question: why now? Many SMBs still see AI as expensive, complex, built mainly for large enterprises. What has changed recently that makes this the right moment for smaller businesses to move from curiosity to adoption?
Okay. I would say generative AI, actually, what's unique about generative AI is that it brought AI and put it in the hands of the masses.
That's
Whether you
true.
are an individual, a small business, or a large enterprise, or even a provider, everybody has access to this.
Yes.
And this is actually what's unique about generative AI specifically. Of course, when things started in November 2022, we call this the iPhone moment of AI. When ChatGPT came out, everybody got excited. Everybody started using it, actually, including individuals, small, medium business, everything. And things have been developing so fast.
Really fast.
The price of access to this intelligence now has dropped significantly.
Do you think it will continue dropping? Because like with the rising price of petrol and so forth and data centers, tokens are going to stay the same or cheaper?
We don't talk about tokens now. I mean, we talk about tokens technically, but it's intelligence.
Okay.
So intelligence will become a utility.
All right.
And it will continue dropping in price and getting more intelligent. That is for sure. And actually, this is what's helping small and medium businesses get into this. But unlike big enterprises, which had the luxury of sometimes experimenting and spending money on things before they figure out, I guess small and medium businesses don't have that luxury.
Okay.
They really have to know, what they're doing at the right cost and doing it properly to increase productivity. So they have a bit more of a challenge to select the tools and know what they want to do exactly, more than the enterprise who have the luxury of testing, failing more often.
POCs,
exactly,
and proof of concepts.
Yes. And their approach actually to this is a bit different because, again, large enterprises could afford big infrastructure and
That's true.
intelligence, GPU servers, etc. SMEs and SMBs might not do. So they have to do it in a smart way where they can invest in some of this, even on the desks. And we're going to talk maybe later on this, what we call desk side AI.
So is this something new then?
Yes.
Something new coming to help SMBs with AI on the desks today?
Yes.
What kind of products are these?
Yes. So initially, when ChatGPT, everything came out, people thought, okay, this can only be available outside through a provider like OpenAI or Anthropic, etc.
Yeah.
But I think beginning of last year, we started seeing a new breed of devices, AI devices that have very powerful GPUs,
such
and
as
processing. That's the GB10, for example. Dell has the Dell Pro Max GB10, so it has a Grace Blackwell GPU.
What's that?
It's a GPU from NVIDIA.
Okay.
It's both a CPU and a GPU together.
Right.
128 gigabytes of unified memory, which is in the GPU world is a lot of memory because you can put sizable LLMs on it. So this technology came to the desk of the user in a small box that is very small footprint.
It really is.
I wish I could bring it today to see. But it's really amazing. I have one at home. It's a toy. I play with it all the time. And because it allows you to do really whatever you want on a very small scale. And this is important for SMEs and SMBs.
Yeah, that's very interesting indeed. Yes, and I'd be fascinated to see what products and what applications will go inside such a box. But let's go to the next question. So where is the fastest business value? Which AI use cases are delivering the clearest returns for small and medium businesses today? And whether in customer services, sales, cybersecurity operations, productivity, or better decision making. So a lot of potential use cases here for small businesses.
Yes. I think the use cases, whether you are a small business or large business, are pretty much the same in terms of productivity.
Right.
Because I've been talking to a couple of small businesses, maybe last 2 weeks ago, a company of 23 people. And he was like venting out to me about his AI journey and what they have been doing. Of course, his focus is employee productivity.
Right.
The thing that an SME or SMB wants to do is they are not looking to hire more people. They want to do what they're doing today with 10 people, but get the productivity of 50. And this is available today with AI. Because AI today, in terms of worker productivity, let's say you are a coder in an SME, just a simple coder. Code assistance is the fastest and the most advanced area where generative AI has advanced.
Honestly, I've seen that, and companies are letting go of so many coders. Almost computer science now testing coding, and is almost a new. It's an old-fashioned game now.
We like to look at the positive side of the cup. I'd like to see a coder who was able to produce something in a month be able to produce this now in a few days.
So it's more a supportive tool as opposed to a replacement tool, which applies to many of the applications that we're looking at as well.
Today, if we look at AI and any job description, it has some tasks in it, and then it has some human element and a deep expertise element.
That's true.
The deep expertise and the human part, like empathy, it's still not fully done by AI. And it is not available today.
No, it's in the movies.
Exactly, today. But in a few years, this will change.
I'm sure it will.
So back to, will AI replace? If your job is a set of tasks that can be automated, then yes.
You should be. Honestly, I've seen people who never studied coding, for example, but developed some really cool applications as well. Even here within our company as well.
And these are actually nice for SMEs and SMBs because for them to develop something in the earlier days, they had to go hire somebody back and forth, tens of thousands of dollars in development cost and not getting what they want. If they have a good vibe coder, that's what we call these people, a good vibe coder, they can build an application which is good enough for that business, SME and SMB. It's not a full production system that's going to scale, on a large scale, but it's really good for that SME. You know, let's say maybe a CRM database just to keep record of all our customers and keep track instead of investing in CRM. They can build a mini CRM that is for them.
Yeah. No, that's so true. That's so true. And it's we're seeing it happening all the time now as well. Here's another one. So how should SMBs invest wisely? For a business with limited budget and no large AI team, what is the practical starting point and how should leaders think about infrastructure, cloud, on-premise AI, and payback?
Okay, that's a very good question. So the way to think about it still applies to big enterprises and smaller ones. The first point that is extremely important is strategy. You start with strategy.
Okay.
You need to know why I'm investing in AI, where are the areas that I can invest in, and make sure this is aligned with your business strategy.
So
Because
important.
in the end, you know, you're not doing AI for the sake of AI. You want to do it because it will drive revenue, it will protect you, it will give you, you know, an advantage over your competition. It will allow you to produce 10x instead of X.
100%.
So that's how this is the first step. Now, the second step, and this is where tokens come in, and the topic of what we call tokenomics. Tokenomics now is the word.
Tokenomics, okay.
Yes, which is the cost of running AI, the cost of
Yes.
inferencing.
Yeah.
Because in the past 2 years, it was just about, well, let's do AI at any cost. You know, it costs a lot of money. I'm sure you heard this incident which happened recently. One company was hit with a bill of $500 million.
Yes, it was crazy. I couldn't
month.
believe it to start with. Yeah,
I cannot think what happened to those people who did not do the governance around this. This cannot happen. This should not happen. So tokenomics and the cost of tokens, the cost of intelligence is important. Just like you, when you go subscribe to utility, you look at the price. Which one is the most cost-effective utility? Assuming you have a choice. And in AI, you have a choice. You have a lot of choice. Which one, how can I get the best intelligence at the lowest cost? And the most important thing, also second important thing, is that to give the right level of intelligence to the right employees. Because you don't want to end up with an employee just burning tokens, which means
that's so
doing
true.
something, a simple task, but you using a model like Anthropic Opus 4.8, which is one of the most intelligence. And this brings us to the model of on-prem hybrid. The future of everything is hybrid. You will have something in your data center, you will have something in the cloud, okay, and you will work with both.
So you will see decentralization to create a hybrid model where you can consume AI or activate AI locally without paying for the cloud-based AI.
You have to pay. You have to pay. Actually, you have to pay. Because,
locally, though.
Yes. For SMEs, they have to pay because they're not going to be able to invest in large infrastructure in their own data center. So they have to pay, but they have to pay for the right provider. And most importantly, they have to be able to switch providers, i.e. intelligence, at any point.
Okay.
Because things are evolving so fast.
The competition is amazing.
Exactly. So I need to point, okay, now I need intelligence from Anthropic. Tomorrow I might get it from OpenAI. I might decide to send the question, the query, based on the complexity to this one or that one.
Yeah.
So this routing is becoming very important.
So true. And more players are coming up, whether it's Gemini from Google or XAI.
Grok, yes.
Okay, sir. So of course, with everybody doing this, you know, they're in many cases exposing themselves to or exposing their sensitive information or critical assets to dangers, right? So my next question is about security. So what about security and trust? As AI agents become more autonomous and handle sensitive business data, how can SMBs protect privacy, governance, compliance, and cybersecurity without slowing down the innovation? And can you give examples of applications Dell is working with, for example, on that?
Yeah. So before maybe we start, let's explain what agents are. You know, maybe because agents is a special breed of software that takes a goal, breaks it into tasks. You give it access to your systems, And this is a big differentiator because you're giving it actual access to your systems.
Yes.
And then it can execute, and while doing it, it can learn and it has a memory, so it doesn't repeat the same mistake in execution again.
Yeah.
And this is extremely powerful because that's exactly how human work.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So now agents are definitely part of any SME and SMB's future, because this is a virtual workforce that can come in, work along humans, and augment the work of humans through agents.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of security and governance, of course, before any AI project starts, especially with agent and agentic AI.
Yeah.
And this 500 million is a governance issue.
It's true.
So if there is no governance, there's no security, then and there's no control. So things we're seeing actually a new layer now emerge in the stack of AI. We're calling it governance, security, and scalability layer.
Okay.
And what it is simply how do I do the task in the most private way, depending on the sensitivity of the data, and in a way that is cost effective.
Yes.
So when I get a task to do I do it locally because it's private and I can't go out? Can I send it to the cloud? And then if I decide to do it, do I do it locally because it's cheaper for me to run it on-prem? Or do I need a very high level of intelligence like Opus 4.8 or Fable that I need to send it, for example, to Anthropic?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, in terms of use cases, especially for these kind of environments, there's plenty. We've done call center in a box.
Okay.
A complete call center. The nice thing about this thing is that you can literally build a use case on that box, like the GB10, before you go even in production. Test it on a few users, see how it works, and make sure that it works fully on-prem. You have to be convinced that it works.
Simulating a call center, and you're just trying it out.
It works. It works, but it only receives 1 or 2 calls at the same time.
Yes.
Which is fine for testing.
Yep.
Yeah. Another thing that also I can see happening is in the terms of cybersecurity.
Okay.
So for an SME, we work with a partner, Sibral, who have these agentic AI for cybersecurity.
Okay.
So like a virtual CISO, or even deciding which part of your data can go out or not.
Okay.
Because a lot of enterprises today are becoming very sensitive on their employees sharing data with the outside.
100%. And that's where, because they share data unknowingly, and then other people will learn about it and use it maliciously as well.
Exactly. Your data, every organization has some IP that is private, should not go out.
Yeah.
And what a lot of people, when they start using AI, initially thought that if I'm chatting with ChatGPT alone on a private session, nobody knows even if I share the files, which is not true, because once it goes out, it becomes a target for your competition to ask the same tool on that data and might get it somehow.
Absolutely. And I hear a lot of hackers, for example, are creating AI agents to work on their behalf. I hear also that even the proportion is almost that compared to human hackers, there's almost 10 times of agentic hackers. And also that's creating a new area of cyber protection using identity, for example, just to protect from agentic identities coming to enter our organization. So really interesting developments happening here. Let's move on again to what comes next, right? I mean, things are happening so quickly to the extent that we don't know what's going to come in within the next 6 months. So looking 3 to 5 years ahead, which is really far out there, which AI capabilities will become standard for SMBs? And what should business leaders start preparing for now to stay competitive?
3 to 5 years is very tough. I can tell you, I don't know. I can tell you probably a year ahead what might happen, or at least the trends we're seeing for the next year.
Because, so tell me, what do you see?
Because with this technology, something might pop up in 2 months that will change direction and change the way we think about things. So what I see today is that SMEs and SMBs, whether they're debating starting their AI journey or not, this debate should stop. You definitely have to, because if you are not using AI today and your competition is,
Mhm.
definitely they will get an advantage, cost
100%.
advantage, customer sat advantage over you,
Yeah.
and they will leave you behind.
Yeah.
So it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of yes, let's start the journey.
Mhm.
They need to have the proper strategy, and then they have to think of, and one breed actually of platforms that we're seeing for SMEs and SMBs now is small platforms that act as token providers for the SME or SMB.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
because here's the choice. I have an SME and SMB. I need to give access to tools to my employees.
All right.
And this happened actually with a company I worked with. So they're giving individual subscriptions to the employees.
Uh-huh.
They're paying for the subscriptions to use the tools, but they have no way to control what the employees are doing, and they cannot measure productivity.
Right.
And who's using what.
Yeah.
The better way to do it is to have a platform, and these are usually smaller platforms that allow you access to intelligence, but can tell you who is using what in the company, and even you can control it and govern it.
That's good.
So coders
Yes,
have
yes.
access to things, but I can limit you to 10 million tokens per week or per month.
Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
give you access. And when you start limiting the resources, now you can start measuring ROI.
Yeah.
Because I'm spending 10 million tokens for this development team.
Mhm.
Am I seeing any increase in productivity versus this 10 million, which I know the price of? Because if it's unlimited and open, you will never know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's really good. I mean, so much is happening, like you say. Some are dangerous developments, some are good ones. Just to conclude, like, what do you see Dell in particular doing in the next year when it comes to introducing AI-based systems? Because again, many of the what I'd call the server manufacturers like Dell are also partnering with GPU manufacturers. What's unique about Dell? What is Dell going to do that's different to everyone else?
In Dell, we pride ourselves today that we are a company who is selling business outcomes. We're not selling servers, storage. This is part of what we do.
Okay.
We're selling you outcomes because that's what enterprises, governments, SMEs, SMBs,
Mhm.
everybody wants outcomes.
Very
So
important.
we're doing this partnership, and like you said at the beginning, the AI Factory actually is our answer to the market to make the AI accessible, less risky, and more cost effective
Okay.
for businesses. And with the introduction recently, which we announced in Dell Technology World, of desk-side agentic AI or desk-side AI,
Yeah.
this is bringing AI now to the desk of the users for cost effectiveness, for privacy even.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we're covering the whole cycle, and whether you want also to run your workloads in clouds, we can do that. So desk-side, core data center, or cloud, we have it all covered.
That's so good and so important, because like with the mid-sized, smaller sized companies, I was even talking to a whole bunch of startups just down the road in the IFC, and they don't know where to start.
Yes.
They want to use it, but they're afraid. And today, again, I think the solutions are coming very fast to help those small companies,
Definitely.
and of course the big ones.
Definitely.
So again, thank you so much, Yahani, for being with us today. And I know you've been using AI to do various interesting things on little boxes and what have you. Do you have some AI with you? Can you actually talk to somebody and ask her some interesting question?
Sure. I mean, I think you're referring to our conversation earlier where I told you about my agent, Hermes.
Oh, yeah.
That's my personal assistant.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How
It's
amazing.
actually very interesting because
Oh.
I use her to send greetings to my wives and daughters.
Oh,
I use her to, I don't know why I'm saying use her, but I'll refer to her.
so I'll tell you what, let's test her on something. I'm watching
Okay.
the semifinals of the World Cup today.
All right.
And the finals are going to be on Sunday. Do you think she might predict who might win the World Cup?
I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, I can't wait. I don't bet with money, but I bet.
Hey, I'd like you to predict the FIFA World Cup winner for next week.
It's on Sunday.
On Sunday.
Yeah.
Let me know who will be the winning team. Okay, she's going to think. Of course, first thing, because I use as a voice, I like to use voice interface.
Oh, yeah.
So I talk,
Yeah.
My voice gets translated to text
Okay.
and then goes to the back-end system to be processed.
Yeah.
And I told her also, when you reply to me in voice.
Oh.
Because I could be driving
Yeah.
while doing this.
I wonder what she will use to do her prediction. Yeah. Will she look at all the players, or?
I don't think she's
winning
going to do
history?
a very smart prediction. I think she's going to look at the games because actually she can be smart. I can ask her to build a prediction model.
Okay. Yeah.
And she will go and build it for me. But let me see what she does
Okay,
or what
let's
she
see.
says.
What does she say?
My reasoned pick is Spain. It's still a prediction, not a guarantee, but based on the current Final Four, Spain looks the strongest all-around team.
Spain.
She's predicting Spain.
Oh, wow.
Let's see if she's right.
Okay, I can't wait.
Yes, but I wouldn't bet money on this.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Thank you for joining us today to another episode of our AI series. I hope today's conversation has provided valuable insights, as it always does. And I thank our guest here for providing us with this information. Our AI journey continues, and so stay tuned for more engaging conversations and discussions with industry experts and leaders. We continue to explore the trends and the latest trends and developments in AI and in this amazing technology. Thank you.